What's up, guys? RLJMB23 here with another thoughts from my drive. Uh, so I'm big time into sports. Love sports. Love Chicago sports in general. Except for the Sox. Can't stand the Sox. Hate the White Sox. Go ahead, dislike it. Give me nasty, rotten comments because I'm not a Sox fan. Oh well, I don't like them. That's where I sit. Listen to a lot of sports radio here in Chicago. One thing that has come up a lot recently, over the last week or so, is the story about Derrick Rose, and really it's a non-story. It's guys here locally that are jealous over nothing really, over the fact that they didn't get to interview somebody, and that's really what it is. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with this, but USA Today, and I cannot remember the writer's name for the life of me, but USA Today was granted access to Derrick Rose for an interview. I listened to an interview with the writer not too long ago, and he basically said that Derrick Rose's people approached him some time ago, just saying that they wanted to do a story about Derrick Rose, and the writer thought that perhaps it was going to be sometime around Thanksgiving. Wasn't. And then maybe sometime around the holidays, and it wasn't, and so then he figured, well, maybe they're kind of strategically doing this right around the time he's going to be coming back, and that very well could still be true, but they finally contacted him, did this interview. It came out maybe a week and a half ago, something along those lines, and there was really two things that came out of this, right? So the first thing is Derrick Rose put the impression out there that there's a possibility he doesn't play this year. Which, if that was to happen, that's normal. He had his ACL. He has a torn ACL. Had surgery, and he's in rehab. That's kind of what always was the case. And then lately, there were a couple of people that kind of came back quicker. Rubio was an extremely fast healer and came back and was the player that he always was, I guess. Adrian Peterson. I wanted to say Orange Peanut. Orange Peanut? You got an orange peanut for me? Wow. An orange peanut. If you guys haven't seen that video, definitely take a look at it. It's from bad lip syncing. Hilarious video. Well, anyway, these guys that have had these injuries and surgeries have come back a lot quicker and have shown less signs of anything ever happening than ever before. So that was part of this estimation that he could possibly come back a little bit sooner than scheduled, just based off of that. Well, so this article comes out, and he said that he's sitting around, I believe, 80%, and he's not going to come back until he's 110%. But also kind of put that out there that he could come back tomorrow, he could come back a week from now, 2 months from now, next year even. He doesn't know yet because he's waiting until he's 110%. And that's completely smart by him. You don't want to rush back too quick from injuries like this. Actually, my brother had a ACL tear, and he was playing basketball, and perhaps the knee wasn't completely ready to come back, and he he was playing and kind of landed funny. And I guess because he was overcompensating for the injury, he went and tore the other ACL. And so, yeah, there's dangers in that because it could lead to additional damage or damaging other parts of your body because you're overcompensating. Your body naturally does that. It could be a mental type thing. I don't know. Well, anyway, Derrick Rose said that he's not going. There's a chance that he's not coming back. I don't believe that. I think he'll be back this year at some point. He was just leaving that open because he didn't feel physically ready to come back, and I'm sure it's a frustrating thing to go through. You're watching your team, especially right now, the Bulls have kind of been in a slide. So you're watching your team, you know you can't contribute to your team, and you're going through all of this, and it can be a emotionally draining experience, I suppose. Well, anyway, Chicago media people types apparently were upset that they didn't get a crack at Derrick Rose. And here's the thing. They get a crack at him all the time. What this was about is getting his name back into the NBA before he came back out. Getting people to remember Derrick Rose and what he was and what he is, and not what he was, what he is. He's a superstar in this league, and definitely somebody that's that the league's going to miss. Anytime somebody of his caliber goes out, they're going to miss him. And the story was to remind people from a marketing standpoint, I believe, that Derrick Rose is still relevant in the NBA. That's all it is. Chicago guys apparently are crying and upset over it, but it was smart by Derrick Rose and his people, and they should be applauded for it. I mean, that's business. Sometimes people forget sports at a professional level is a business. And I believe they did the best for Derrick Rose, the brand, by doing this in this interview, the way they did the interview, as opposed to giving it out to 10 Chicago Beat reporters and letting them all write the same story. I don't know. It was smart. But that's my thoughts from the drive. I'm home, so now I am out.